Anyway, I carried some boards out there and threw them down across the water so we could walk this kind of a trail across this swamp. And when we got across, it was about 100 yards. And we got across, and you could go up this mountain. There was a trail, and way up there, a couple of 100 feet up, you could see a big slope of rocks that had been coming down off the mountain. Just big bare rocks. They call it a talus slope. And anyway, there was a place where the trail went up and then turned and went sideways up this mountain, right underneath this talus slope where all these rocks had come down, and there was trees up here. And if you turned around and came up, there was a good place right there to put in a bait.
All right.
Okay. So anyway, I took your mama and I got her a rifle, and Grumps had his rifle. And we were walking up this trail, and we started going up this side slope where I'd put out the bait. And as we were going up real quiet, just taking tippy toes, so we didn't want to run off any kind of a bear that was up there. And as we got closer, guess what we could hear? We could hear rocks going clack, clack, thump, thump, thump. And I knew there was a bear up there licking those rocks that had grease on them, because I'd poured grease all over those rocks. And that bear was up there flipping over those rocks and licking them and whatnot, and slurping up that grease, because they really like grease. Bacon grease is really good. Bears really like that. And as we came up this side slope, it got real steep, and it was just like a rock wall with this trail, and it dropped right off behind us. And we're coming up, and pretty soon my head was just about level with that big pile of rocks coming down where that bear was. And so I had to kind of duck down, and your mama was right behind me, and we kept easing up, and I finally took the safety off, and I stuck my head up, and that bear was right about as close as that hat to where I'm standing. And he was just sitting there doing this stuff, and I stuck my head up, and that bear saw the movement. And he turned and looked right at me, eye level. He was right there. And he looked at me, and he looked kind of surprised, like, who are you? And then he thought, this is not so good. And he turned and ran up over toward a clearing. There's a bunch of more rocks up there. And I said to your mama, I said, shoot. And she got, I said, shoot. And she got too excited. And so Grumps went boom, like that. And the bear rolled over, and he got up and started running again. And I said, shoot. Your mama never did shoot. She was too excited. She was like that. Then I boom, and I shot it again. And then he rolled over backwards and fell down, and he was dead. And so we hiked over there real careful with the rifle. Poked him. And then you poke him in the eye. Why do you do that?
Did he come up?
You always poke him in the eye. You know why? Because if he's still alive and you poke him in the eye, he'll move. But if he's dead, he won't move.
You poke him in the eye.
But you always poke him in the eye, just
with,
like that.
With your gun barrel, because if he
With
moves,
the barrel of the gun, ready to shoot. Because if he tries to jump up, you can just shoot him again. You see?
Yep.
But he was dead.
Shoot up.
And so we had a dead bear on our hands. So Grumps had to get out his knife and slit it up this way and start peeling and slitting him down this way and this way. Start peeling the fur and the skin off. And we got all that peeled off. And then we took it down to Fish and Game and made him tag it to make sure everything was okay and legal. And when I first shot it, I thought it was a black bear. When I first shot it, got to looking at it, I thought, well, this might be a little brown bear. Which I was not happy because if it was a brown bear, I would have had to use my brown bear tag. And I didn't want to use it for a little bear like that.
Oh, was it a brown bear?
Huh?
Was it a brown bear?
Well, a brown bear is like a black bear, only a lot bigger. Now, black bears,
Half Deutsch.
their claws are real hooked, like this. And they can climb trees like a cat. But a brown bear can't climb a tree because his claws are almost straight. They only curve about that much. And they can't climb a tree.
Yeah, they'll go.
And they just slide. They can't get up
They
a tree.
go like,
Mm-hmm.
and they leave marks on the tree maybe. Like this.
And that was the story of that bear.
And Kirk, which bear is that?
Your mama never even fired a shot. She got so excited. It was funny.